I don't like being cooped up like this. I haven't done anything. It's like being in jail.
You'll be all right, Miss Buchanan.
You can't look after me forever.
We can if necessary.
Quiet as the night before Christmas. Chin up, Glenys.
It's all right for you. I mean, I don't even know them. I only ever saw Tony McNally around. I don't know who the other girl was. Why should I risk my life just because one petty crim shoots another?
Tony McNally may be a lot of things, Glenys, but she's no petty crim, as you well know.
Yeah, well, that's worse, isn't it? Oh, Helen, as good as dead.
Try to relax, will you? Look, there's no earthly way that anyone would even know you were here. We've made sure of that. Besides, Tony's friends have no idea your testimony's so damaging.
You've got to be kidding. They know everything. Oh, God, they've found me already.
Shh. Could be anybody.
Oh, you fat champ.
Stay here. Don't go anywhere. And take care of whatever it is. Come on.
Keep round the back.
Yes?
Smith. Mrs. Smith, live here?
No, mate, no Smith here. You must have the wrong house.
Yeah. Yeah, I must have the wrong house.
Recognise either one?
Can't be sure. But I've got an idea one of them used to work for Sean McNally. But I'm not sure.
Looks like we could be in for a tough time, mate.
Good morning, Lizzie. You haven't forgotten about the little parcel that's arriving today?
All fixed, Tone, no worries.
Think you'll be able to get it past the screws?
Don't worry, it's as good as in.
What's up?
Oh, it's that Martha. I hope she doesn't screw it up.
Why? What's she doing?
Well, she's supposed to keep knit until the truck gets in.
Well, that's easy enough, surely.
But she's as thick as a brick.
Can't you get someone else?
No, she's the only one in the garden I could con. Bloody crawlers, the rest of them.
Don't worry, Lizzie. I'll talk to Martha. Bring her along to the laundry later.
All right.
Wordsworth, McNally, what are you two chatting about?
We were just discussing the effect of sunspots on the weather.
On your way, Birdsworth. And you're wanted in the governor's office.
Why?
I have no idea. Perhaps Mrs. Davidson wants to tell you how to behave in here. It's long overdue.
Come in.
McNally is here, Mrs. Davidson.
I'll bring her in.
Inside.
Sit down, McNally. Yes, Mr. Mancini, please. Mr. Mancini? Erica Davidson here from Wentworth. Yes, she's here now. Your solicitor.
Hello, Terry. What do you mean, disappeared? Well, I hope you can find her. Yes, I'm sure you are. If I lose track of my own sister, Mummy will never forgive me. Oh, talking of Mummy, did you manage to send off that parcel I talked to you about? Good. I hope it gets there in time for her birthday. Good, then. See you tomorrow, then. Bye. My sister. Silly girl running away like that.
That will be all.
Wait outside, McNally. Could I have a word with you, Mrs. Davidson?
Yes?
Why is she being given special treatment?
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. Personal phone calls in the governor's office?
A prisoner is entitled to 1 3-minute phone call per week.
Yes, generally instead of a visit.
The only visitor McNally has had is her solicitor. As she is here on remand, she has a right to legal representation. McNally is being treated strictly to regulations, Vera.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
Karen?
I'm coming.
Hi.
Hi.
Miss me?
Tried to. How'd you go?
Fine.
Do you want a cup of coffee?
No, thanks.
How are your parents?
Same as always.
Your father came round last night.
Oh?
Yes, he was very surprised to hear that you were staying at his place.
Well, if you knew I wasn't there, why did you ask?
None of my business.
You bet it's not. How's the job hunting going?
Not good.
Don't worry about bread. For expenses, I mean. You can fix me up when you get something.
How come?
Just being friendly, that's all. I'm not trying to buy your silence or anything.
Look, I don't know where you've been for the past 3 days, and I don't want to know, all right?
And I don't want to argue. I've got to get to uni.
Oh, look, Melinda, I'm sorry. I must have gotten out of the wrong side of the bed this morning.
That's okay. Happens to all of us. See ya.
Melinda? Hello. Yes, this is Karen Travers. No, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about any tests. Yes. Well, yes, that's the right number. Well, no, you must mean someone else. I've never heard of a Dr. Seymour. Yes, well, I'm sorry. Yes, goodbye.
Good going, Kath. You might get that job permanently.
Better than walking the streets, I suppose.
You'd know, Kath.
Hey, Tone, here's Martha.
Hello, Martha. Hi. I hear you've just finished doing a stint in the pound.
So what?
Well, I suppose you might be a bit short on the weed, eh? I mean, you probably missed the last buy-up.
Yeah, and you got a couple of fags left.
Look, I might be able to let you have a few. In fact, quite a few, if you do something for me.
Right?
Lizzie tell you about the truck that's arriving this morning?
Uh-huh.
Well, all I want you to do is exactly what Lizzie told you.
That all?
That's all.
Do it on me head.
Good, Martha. Do it right, and I'll see you sweet for fags.
And you make sure you tap the right pipe, the one I showed you, eh? Here's hoping.
She'll do okay, Lizzie.
What do Vinegar Tits want you for?
Who?
Vera.
Very apt. I had a phone call. My lawyer. It seems that the leading witness against me has disappeared.
Oh, geez, that's lucky for you.
Luck had nothing to do with it.
You mean you?
No, not me.
Morning, Ted. Having a crafty smoke, eh?
Yes, he seems to be getting on really well. I sometimes think he lets them get away with too much, but then, well, that's Greg. Ah, it's the grocery truck. I better go and check it in.
Mrs. Jackson?
Yes?
All right if I go to the loo?
Oh, well, hurry up. Make it quick.
Ah, Struth, which one was it?
Oh, come on, Martha. My back's breaking bending down like this.
Kat, give Lizzie a spell.
Oh, I'm not as supple as I was. That truck should have been in ages ago. Bloody Martha, she's let us down again.
That's no way to talk, Lizzie. Always show the people who work for you some trust and respect.
But Martha, she's not 15 bob in the pound. I should have done it myself.
Built up, Lizzie. I think I can hear something.
Yeah! Oh, Martha, you little beauty! Come on, cat! Oh, off we go!
What happens if they get caught doing your dirty work?
Don't worry. I can handle the screws. Don't think I can handle this machine, though. Show us how it works, Money. There's a love.
There's 10 kilos of sugar, 4 packets of oats, 1, 2, 3, 4 cartons of fruit salad, and 1 large carton of soup.
Morning, Mrs. Jackson.
What are you two doing here?
Oh, just getting the dirty tea towels from the kitchen.
Well, you won't need that basket. There aren't that many.
Oh, see, Lizzie, I told you it was dumb to wheel it all the way down here.
Yeah, I reckon you were right. I am feeling a bit puffed.
Lizzie! Right. Now pick them up.
Oh, fair go, Mrs. Jackson. It was an accident.
Pick them up.
Oh.
Geez, lady, any breakages are your cop, you know.
Oh, this isn't going to do my heart any good. I got a weak ticker, you know.
Well, we've heard that excuse before. Is that another carton of fruit salad?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you must have one extra. I've got what was on the docket.
You must have cured it wrong. It was all okay when I left the depot.
Well, that's funny. Well, that's right. Hey, just a minute!
Hey, lady, how about signing for the cop?
Birdsworth! Late! You come here at once! Now you stop! You just stop right there. Now, what do you think you're doing?
What do you mean, Mrs. Jackson?
You know full well what I mean. When an officer tells you to stop, you stop.
Sorry, Mrs. Jackson, I didn't hear you.
Me neither. It's the swag I've got. It makes your ears go funny.
Well, what are you looking for? There's only dirty sheets in
There ain't
there.
got a dead body or anything.
I am reporting you to the governor.
Oh, fair go, Mrs. Jackson.
And if you're up to something, which I'm sure you are, you can forget privileges for a month. Now get this basket back to the laundry.
Yes, Mrs. Jackson.
Monica,
Yeah?
spare a minute?
Suppose so. What's up?
I was just thinking. Now I've got a few things inside, I might need a hand to look after them. Some of the rougher ladies might get a little greedy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get the picture.
Well, you look as if you could handle yourself in a situation.
No, count me out. I'm getting out of here in a few days. I'm not going to bugger up my parole.
I'll make it worth your while.
Thanks, but no thanks. I just want to get out of this place.
Things aren't that good outside, especially for those I don't get along with.
You don't scare me, Tony. And I won't be hanging around this town that long.
There's yourself.
Tony, I did like you said.
Yeah, and very well, too.
Well, where's me fags?
You'll get them.
Hey, Tony, why don't you make Martha an offer she can't refuse?
Yes. Why not? Martha, would you like to work for me? You'll be well paid.
Hey,
All right.
here we are, town, and pizza cake.
Good.
Oh.
Give the box to Martha.
What?
You heard me. Martha, take the box to my cell and make sure no one messes around with it. I'll be along in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
But
I know what I'm doing.
Do you? Do you know what she was in the pound for?
Murder, wasn't it?
Yeah. Her last employer. Real good bodyguard, our friend Martha.
Thanks for the warning. She won't get the chance to do the same to me.
Oh, she's got real style, that tone.
Yeah. Real style.
Greg! Oh, what are you doing here?
Do you mind if I come in?
Oh, no. Sit down. I didn't know you knew where I lived.
Well, I didn't until this morning. I got a phone call from a Dr. Seymour. Seemed very concerned about you.
Not again.
What do you mean?
Well, I've no idea who this Dr. Seymour is. I got a phone call from his receptionist this morning about some tests I never had. I've no idea how they got my name and phone number.
Well, he also knows your address and that I was your previous doctor. That's how I found out where you lived.
Oh, this is crazy. I only just moved in here.
Are you here on your own?
No, I'm sharing with Melinda Cross.
Melinda? That explains it.
Explains what?
The reason Dr. Seymour is so concerned about Karen Travers. The Karen he knows has just had an abortion.
You mean Melinda? She shouldn't be too long.
Oh, no hurry. Haven't got any house calls today for a change. So, how's life treating you in the big wide world?
Fine.
You don't sound 100% enthusiastic.
Well, it beats Wentworth any day.
Really?
I must admit, I have come up against a few problems. Money, for one thing. I didn't think I'd have any worries on that score. Wayne and I used to bank plenty every payday.
And?
Well, I went to see my bank manager a couple of days ago, and he showed me a statement. I never worried about money matters. I always left them to Wayne. Apparently, he'd been withdrawing faster than we'd been banking. I have the sum total of $12 in my account.
It's bad luck.
Luck? An ex-con doesn't have any luck. No luck with money. No luck with friends. You know, people I've known for years either avoid me or are relieved when I say I have to go.
Not all, Karen.
No, that's true. But you understand what it's like on the inside. It seems that prison marks you for life. Nobody wants to let you forget. Oh, enough about me. How's your practice going?
Oh, never-ending stream of hypochondriac office workers, pregnant women and measled kids. Not exactly remunerative either.
You having money problems too?
It's my own fault. Old Dr. Herbert warned me. Cash on the nail, he said, and no exceptions. Still, I'm not exactly destitute.
Well, you always were soft-hearted. Maybe you should have stayed at the prison. At least it would have been a regular income.
I thought we'd agreed to keep off that subject.
Right. Whoops, am I interrupting something? No, of course not. I can make myself scarce if you like.
No need, Melinda. This is not the Karen Travers that I came to see. I came to see the Karen who's just had an abortion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you do. It was very stupid of you to give Dr. Seymour my name as Karen's previous doctor.
I didn't think they'd check it up.
Well, I warned you what could happen.
So who's going to turn me in? You, Dr. Miller? Under your hypocritical oath? What are you talking about?
Well, Melinda's trial was a real tear-jerker. The court gave her a light sentence on the basis of her being pregnant to the man she loved. By immediately dashing out and having an abortion, she's practically perjured herself. She could be sent for trial again.
Except I won't be. I'll just say I had a miscarriage, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm not bound by medical ethics. Would you dob me in? No, I couldn't deliberately have anyone sent to jail.
Here are the food delivery dockets for the past month.
Thank you, Vera. Have next month's rosters been drawn up yet?
Of course.
I don't seem to be able
Well, then
to...
I'll see that you get another copy.
Thank you. Was there something else?
McNally. I think she should be moved from the laundry. She's a bad influence on the others.
Why, what's happened?
Well, nothing yet, but it could happen.
Well, I don't think it's necessary. She volunteered to work there, and as she's on remand, she doesn't have to work anywhere.
Exactly. That's why I think that...
Excuse me. Hello? Yes? No, I didn't think it would be possible. Yes, I'll tell him. Thank you. Goodbye. That was the department. Unfortunately, Mr. Fletcher's application for leave has been rejected for the time being. He'll be very disappointed.
Well, that's nothing to do with me.
Oh, really? That's not what I'd heard. But then you know what the gossip's like in here.
Rack off, Noddy.
Very good, Martha. You're going to be a real help to me.
Yeah, them stupid bitches need someone to show them a thing or two.
You and me'll show 'em, eh?
Too right.
Here, take these to go on with, and I'll give you some more later. Now, just pop outside and keep an eye open for screws, huh?
You don't have to move out. I want to. Where will you stay? In a hotel. I'll find somewhere. Are you going to tell the police what I did? I already told you. No. Then why the heavy scene? Farewell, Melinda. Don't try and find me. I just want to go, that's all. Is it because I used your name? Partly. Also because I don't agree with what you did. I did the same thing myself once. Had an abortion because I thought it was the right thing to do. Well, there you are, then. I found out that it wasn't. But not until it was too late. See you around, then. I don't think so.
Where's Kathleen?
Oh, Miss Barfield put her on cleaning duty.
Take it easy, Martha. Have a smoker.
Did you get all your goodies stashed away, Toad?
Like the Bank of England.
Did your friends send you something nice?
Yeah. They know how to look after me and my friends.
Any grog?
A little.
Oh, wacko! There'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. Oh, what about the screws? They can smell grog a mile away.
Don't worry. I've got my own special way of dealing with nosy screws.
Just take a look at that, will you? These women, I can't believe it.
Well, I'd believe anything of McNally. She seems to think she can do as she pleases.
Yeah.
Just what this place needed. A real tonic.
Yeah, I can't wait for that fruit she promised us. It'll be just like Christmas.
Oh, it's the Christmas spirits I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, fancy getting real grog inside. Not even Bea could do that. Oh, Tone, do you think there'll be enough fruit to go round?
Not quite, Doreen. But don't worry. There'll be enough for all my friends.
Oh, gee. It's ages since I had a nice, crispy apple.
Anything I can do for you, Tone?
No, thanks, Lizzie.
McNally to the governor's office. Sit down, Eves.
No, sit down, Martha. I'll be right. Erica probably just wants to have a little chat. That's all.
What do you reckon that was all about?
Dunno. But old Fletch looks as though he means business.
This was found locked away in your cell. What do you have to say about it?
Of course I locked it away. Otherwise it could have got stolen. Some of the women in here aren't entirely honest, you know.
Cut it out, McNally.
I'll handle this, thank you, Mr. Fletcher. I know you're here only on remand, but nevertheless, you will follow the regulations just like anyone else. There are strict rules about smuggling.
Smuggling? You make it sound very exciting.
A visiting justice will be here tomorrow. He will decide on your punishment. Until he arrives, you will stay in solitary.
Fair enough, Erica.
Mrs. Davidson.
Whatever. I know you have your job to do, but tell me, what will happen to this?
Oh, you don't expect me to let you keep it, surely?
Of course not. It was the fresh fruit I was thinking of. The women were looking forward to it. After all, fresh fruit could hardly be described as a luxury, and it'll only go off otherwise. Couldn't they have it? I'd consider it a favor.
You are in no position to seek favors, McNally.
Yes. Sorry.
Come on.
See you later, then.
Miss Bennett, take this fruit to the dining room. See that it is distributed after the evening meal.
You're joking, of course.
Well, as she said, would only go to waste.
I love apples.
Me too. But they're a bit hard to chew when you got false choppers. Just have to make do with monkey food these days.
Gee, Tony's got it all over them screws, eh?
Sure has. Gets copped with all them fags and grog, and she still talks Mrs. Davidson into letting us have all that fruit.
Yeah. It's a pity they stuck her in the pound.
You can't keep a good woman down. She'll be out before you know it.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Pardon?
Oh, it's that McNally woman. Sometimes I wonder why we're here at all.
Well, I understand my purpose in life is to spy on you.
Yeah, look, about the other night.
Please, let's not make any more of it. You made yourself perfectly clear.
I was quite rude.
Yes, quite.
Why don't we have a drink together?
What, with you?
Yeah, we have to work together, so I figure we should try and work out our differences.
Well, you want to apologize?
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, all right.
Another drink?
Oh, no, thanks. I wasn't keeping tabs on you the other night. It was Sally's birthday. Well, we'd arranged to come here for a drink. I was just waiting for the others to arrive.
No, I'm really sorry about all that. I was a bit boozed. I had a bit of family trouble. Not that that's any excuse.
Anything serious?
Yeah, my boy Matty.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
No, it's all right. He's developed asthma. Greg Miller seems to think it's psychological. You know, because of a marriage breakup. Psychological problems seem to run in our family.
Have you thought of going back to your wife?
Yeah. Wouldn't work. Leela's all wrapped up in a job. I'm afraid I've got some rather old-fashioned ideas about a woman's place being in the home.
That's not always possible. Not when you have an invalid for a mother and just her pension to exist on.
Not your mother.
Oh, she's dead now. But I have to support myself somehow.
I suppose that's why you never married, eh?
Looking after Mother was enough.
No, I'm the one that's prying.
And I'm not making a scene.
I tell you what.
I'm going to take you out to dinner to make amends.
Supposing I refuse?
Do you?
No.
Lizzie,
Mm,
you asleep?
what do you want?
Well, I've been thinking about Tony. What do you think's going to happen when Bea gets out of solitary?
What do you mean, what's going to happen?
Well, Bea's been in charge in here for ages now, and she don't like people coming in and taking over.
Bea knows what's good for her. She's not likely to cross town, especially as town's getting out so soon.
Yeah, but do you think there's going to be trouble like when Monty tried to take over?
No. Besides, Bea's going to be in pound another week and Tone will probably be gone by then. You worry too much, Dor.
Just don't want to see anybody get hurt, that's all.
Oh, go to sleep, Dor.
Hey, Lizzie.
What now?
Tony's real big, isn't she?
Yeah.
She'd be the type to look after her friends, don't you reckon?
Suppose so.
Suppose she's got a lot of real important friends on the outside.
Where did you go to sleep, Dor?
Yeah. A real lot of friends.
No, it was a lovely place. I just think it was overpriced.
No expenses spared when James Fletcher apologises.
Coming in for coffee?
Thanks, but I don't think so.
Oh, next time, perhaps.
Yeah. And thanks for understanding about the other night.
Oh, and thank you for a lovely evening.
Well, I better go.
You sure about that coffee?
Yeah. Next time, definitely. See you in the morning.
Bye.
Gee, Martha's keeping busy these days.
Yeah. She's got a pressing engagement.
Shut up, you!
Oh, Tony, you out already?
Yeah, I've just seen the VJ, Mr. Goodwin. Lovely man, very understanding. He decided that one night in the pound was punishment enough.
See, Dora, I told you she'd get out real quick.
Yeah, and B got 2 weeks for doing nothing.
She deserved it.
Oh, she did not. It was Nolene's fault for starting the riot. She's nearly as thick as you are.
I'll thump you, Doreen.
Come on now, Martha, calm down. What's all this about a riot?
Oh, well, I was sick, you see, and I hurt me foot and there was no doctor. So B made all the girls go on a hunger strike until Dr. Miller come.
Yeah. Only Nolene started the riot, and poor old B, she got the blame for it.
Really? I'm looking forward to meeting B. She sounds like an interesting woman.
She's not so smart.
Oh, how would you know? You're so dumb that if they chopped off your head today, you wouldn't notice till tomorrow.
That's enough, both of you. Martha, get back to the press. Doreen, get on with what you're doing. We've got enough on our plates fighting the screws in here without squabbling amongst ourselves. Oh. Tell me, did you get the fruit last night?
Oh, yeah, Tone. It was beaut.
How'd you persuade the governor to let us have it?
I just appealed to her common sense.
Good old thing, old Dave-o. Wish he'd let us have it all, though. All that work for nothing.
Not entirely.
Oh, Tara.
I wouldn't do that in here. Sniff it.
Oh, what is it? One of them French gallstones fags or something?
No, it's not tobacco. It's pot.
All right, don't get excited. Move back.
You heard her. Move back.
I've got a few of these. So if you're all good girls, I'll pass them around later.
Got any grog left, eh?
Afraid not, Lizzie. But my solicitor's coming today. He'll let me know when the next lot's due to be sent in. Only we'll have to be a bit more careful next time.
Oh, yeah. Old Fletch the Lech is going to keep his eye on us from now on, isn't he, eh?
Yeah. I'll have to do something about him.
Morning.
Hi.
What's the matter?
McNally. The VJ let her off with just a warning.
What? She should have got at least a week.
Yeah, don't I know it. What I'd like to know is why she's getting special treatment.
Oh, don't let the governor hear you say that. According to her, McNally is being treated strictly by the book.
Ha.
Yes, that's what I think. Coffee?
No, thanks.
Oh, I'm beginning to think you have an aversion to my coffee.
No, it's just that my break's nearly over.
Thanks for last night. I really enjoyed it.
My pleasure. You must do it again. Soon.
I'd like that.
Geez, it's boring working in here. How about a smoke, Tone? That'd liven things up.
Yeah, sure. Let's all have a puff. And we can take bets on how quickly the screws come sniffing around.
Suppose you're right.
See? 50 cents you owe me.
What the hell do you think you're doing, McNally?
Me? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Now get to your feet and work.
Bite your bum, Sergeant Fletcher. You lay one finger on me, Fletcher, and I'll have 6 witnesses for indecent assault.
Could I have a word with you, Mr. Fletcher?
What happened?
Nothing, it's fine. What do you want?
Mrs. Davidson wants to see you.
Work, McNally.
Thinks he's bloody Gestapo or something.
Don't worry. You won't be round to cause trouble for much longer.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, Mrs. Davidson?
Yes, Mr. Fletcher, I did.
Is there something wrong?
I am just a little put out by a senior member of my staff going over my head.
What do you mean?
There is a recognized procedure for applying for leave here, and generally the prison governor's decision is final, especially when ratified by the department.
I agree. I accepted your decision, as much as I disagreed with it.
Nevertheless, the department has agreed to your application, and without a replacement being available.
Well, I've no idea why. I appreciate the staff situation, Mrs. Davidson. I'll stay until you can find a replacement.
It is out of my hands now, I'm afraid. The directive I have received from the department is that you start your leave immediately.
Hi, where have you been all afternoon?
Catching up on store requisitions. Looks like they're going to be your responsibility for the next couple of weeks.
Why?
My leave's come through. Don't ask me how. One minute they're telling me I'm indispensable, the next minute they're pushing me out the door.
No, don't worry about it. You know what some government departments are like. Probably a typist made an error on a form.
In triplicate, of course.
Why worry? You could do with a break.
Yeah, it's certainly come at the right time.
Sure, you could spend more time with your children.
Yeah, it might just help Matty get over his asthma. There'll be a change coming home. Not feeling dead tired at the end of a day in the zoo.
No, it's feeding time. It's my turn to run out on... Oh, have you finished your shift?
Yeah, I'm off to see the kids.
Oh.
Why?
Well, I just thought if you felt like celebrating your good fortune, we could meet at the pub later.
Yeah, fine. I'll see you there. I'm exhausted. I can manage Eeyore and Pooh Bear voices all night, but Piglet always gives me a sore throat.
How many chapters did you have to read?
4.
Oh, they see you so rarely. They just want to make the most of it.
Yeah. I'll be able to see a lot more of them for the next couple of weeks.
How come?
My leave's come through.
I thought they'd knocked you back.
Yeah, well, so did I.
Well, that's great. About time, too.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go?
Oh, I don't know. Take them out in the country for a couple of days. Take them to the footy. Finish off Winnie the Pooh.
Look, Jim, I've been thinking. It's ages since we've all had a holiday together. Remember Torquay?
Yeah. Well, Matty was 3?
No, he was 18 months.
That long ago, huh?
Yeah, that long. Why don't we all disappear somewhere? Barrier Reef, perhaps.
No, I don't know.
Well, why not? The reward money's come through.
Our reconciliation money.
Oh, let's forget about that. Look, why don't we go to an island somewhere and play Swiss Family Robinson?
Well, I can see just as much of the kids if I stay here.
Jim, I'm talking about being a family again. Look, I know you made the first move and I messed things up. What I'm trying to say is, let's start again. Look, if we could just get away for a while, things mightn't seem so black and white between us.
Well, I don't know.
If we just made a go of it, it would do Matthew far more good than 2 weeks of fairy floss and hot dogs. Will?
All right, let's give it a go.
Oh, thanks, love.
I've got 4 queens. You can't have. Of course I have. Look. Oh, yeah, that's a jack. God, if you had another brain, it'd be lonely.
It was an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Gee, it's been real good since you came here, Tone.
Yeah, don't reckon the screws would agree with that. What are we going to do to them now?
Nothing.
Hey?
Nothing. I've told you before, Lizzie. I'm a law-abiding citizen. My trial comes up in a few weeks, so while I'm here, there'll be no screw baiting. Unless they bait us.
Do you reckon you'll get off then?
Of course she will.
Law defends innocent people, especially people as innocent as I am. So until I'm restored to my loved ones, we'll just keep things nice and comfortable in here, eh?
I reckon old Fletcher'll make it a bit hot for you after today.
We can handle him.
I'll be very surprised if he's even on duty tomorrow.
Are we playing or not?
Mr. Hawthorne? Erica Davidson here. Well, not too happy, I'm afraid. It's about Jim Fletcher. Yes, the Deputy Governor. I know, sir. That's why I'm phoning. Well, I'm told there is no replacement available, and we are very short-staffed. Yes, I know he hasn't had leave the last 2 years, but ordinarily the governor's recommendation is taken into account, and I did say that... Yes, sir. Yes, sir, but... May I ask a question? Has this anything to do with Antonia McNally? No? No, sir, of course not. But... Thank you. Yes, Mr. Hawthorne. Goodbye.
I hardly recognized you.
Do you like it?
You look great. What are you going to have?
Scotch and dry, thanks.
Scotch and dry, neither are the same, thanks.
How's your family?
They're good. They're good. Maddie's as right as rain. But then he always is when I'm around. By the way, I've decided to take your good advice.
What advice?
About spending more time with my kids. We're going on a holiday up in the Barrier Reef for a couple of weeks.
Oh, that should be very nice. I hope it does some good.
Yeah, so do I. By the way, I appreciate your concern. I mean, he is my kid, not yours. Thanks. Underneath that grey serge, there beats a heart of gold. Cheers.
Does Leela mind?
Mind? No, of course not. Why should she?
Well, I suppose any woman would appreciate getting away from the kids once in a while.
Oh, she's hardly getting away from them. I mean, she is coming with us.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.